President Atta has reacted for the first time to recent comments made about Ghana by the British Prime Minister, Mr. David Cameron. Interacting with the media at the castle today, President Atta ruled out any possibility of legalizing homosexuality in Ghana, adding that the British Premier was entitled to opinions which informs his policy decisions. The President explained that laws must take into account the culture and the history of a given people.
President Atta was forthright in his reaction to a purported statement by the British Premier David Cameron that Britain may consider cutting aid to Ghana if Ghana fails to legalize homosexuality.
Let me make one thing very clear. No one can deny Prime Minister Cameron his right to make policies, take initiatives, or make statements that reflect his societal norms and ideals. But he does not have the right to direct other sovereign nations as to what they should do, especially where their societal norms and ideals are different from those which exist in Prime Minister Cameron's society. I, as president of this nation, will never initiate or support any attempts to legalize homosexuality in Ghana. As a government, we will abide by the principles enshrined in our Constitution, which Constitution is supreme. Let me also say that whilst we acknowledge all the financial assistance and all the aid which has been given to us by our development partners, we will not accept any aid with strings attached if that aid will not inure to our interest, or the implementation or the utilization of that aid with strings attached would rather worsen our plight as a nation or destroy the very society that we want to use the money to improve.
The president also talked about competing interests or issues requiring his attention.
Well, I was scheduled to go to the Chogum meeting. I'm sure some of you would have been even members of my entourage. But at the last minute, I had to cancel it because of pressing issues at home. You have a situation where the doctors were on strike. Number two, we are still in the process of preparing the budget. And there were some very important decisions which needed to be taken. When I weighed these initiatives with going to, against going to Shogum, I felt that as president of the country, it was important for me to stay at home and see to the solution of these problems. 2012
elections was also a card on the table.
Well, when I heard this statement, I chuckled because, as you all know, Nana Akufo-Addo and I were teammates. We're both, soccer players. He was a midfielder, and I was a central defender. Not once did we go to the football field and say to ourselves before the match that this is a match that we should win at all costs. We always pledge to do our very best, knowing fully well that when you go into a match, you may meet a superior team. It is the referee who will direct, who has control, and who decides how the match is going to be played. If you are going to go into a field or a match and you are going to be the referee, you are going to ignore the strength of the other side. In other words, you are going to ride roughshod over everybody. And obviously, you are not in for a match, you are in for something else. I've given the assurance to the people of Ghana, and I made it also during my UN speech, that we are committed to conducting free, fair, and transparent elections. This is because this is what Ghana deserves, and this is what our people expect us to do.
He also spoke about why he has not gone on leave throughout the year.
At the moment, we are busy working on the budget. And once the budget is ready, I can see my way clear to go and then rest my bones for some time.